The following podcast may contain adult language and an abundance of really boring plot lines. So get ready, nerds, because we're talking Invasion, Episode 4, The King is Dead. Welcome and thank you for joining us on this episode of the Salty Nerd Podcast, where we talk about Apple TV's new show, Invasion. And I'm joined, as always, by my fantastic panel of nerds. Matt Vader, 74, is here. Hello, sir.
Hey, what's up? Man, I hate this show.
I do, too.
I really hate this fucking show. Oh, dang it. I really hate this show.
No, it's so dull.
It's so bad.
Jude is here.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. This is not a good show.
Okay.
Do you like it? Oh my God.
Go to Kadish.
No.
We're going to fight. We're going to fight.
Oh, no.
Fight. Kadish is here, frustrated producer of the show.
So I feel like we're reviewing this show for the people who can't stay awake throughout the entire hour-long episode.
That's fair.
We've had people comment on the YouTube videos like, oh my God, this is so dull. Why do I have to keep watching this? Like, you don't.
You don't.
This is definitely one of those shows where if it does get better, like Apple needed to make this bingeable.
Yeah.
The week-to-week format on something this slow
It's brutal.
is brutal. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to get into the heavy spoilers for the show. I would normally say at this point, if you haven't seen it, go watch it and then come watch this video. But it's going to be the opposite.
Nah, it's okay.
It's okay. You can watch us
we
first.
watch it so you don't have to.
Yeah.
100%. This is textbook one of those cases.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. And we're going to get into it. Welcome back, everybody. Hey, if you like what we do here and we are entertaining to you and you want more of what we do, go to saltynerdclub.com. You are going to get 4 exclusive podcasts every single month with way more interesting shows than this one. And we have a lot of fun over there in our Discord app as well. Plus, you get 2 years of extra content that we've built up in a backlog. So go to saltynerdclub.com, consider supporting us so that we can do this full time and make awesome content for you to enjoy. That's my spiel. All right, Kadish, take it away, sir. What is this episode all about?
All right, so this is episode 4 entitled The King is Dead. And basically, for those of you who don't know, we're breaking this down by storyline. So instead of jumping from story to story as an episode recap, we're just going to talk about each character and their full storyline throughout the episode. And that way we can kind of knock right through this.
Honestly, I love that format.
I do
way
too.
better. For like all of our TV coverage. I do. I love it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely easier to write. All right. So the first character is Casper Morrow, a.k.a. the Irish kid.
He has a name?
Yeah,
Mhm,
Casper.
I didn't know that was
That's
his
why
name.
they call him the ghost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know that either. Okay.
Are you watching the show?
I am watching the show.
No wonder you fucking hate it.
Vader's falls asleep during it, and he just forgets.
He has like a bad dream.
Look, I don't
And
even-
he wakes up and he's like, that show sucked.
I don't even blame him because it's really tough to watch. This is the only show that I don't watch multiple times for the podcast. Like normally a show that we do for the podcast, I watch it 2 or 3 times,
Yeah.
make sure I'm getting it all. This one, I'm like, oh God.
Like, do you know how many times I've watched Norseman?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, there really isn't a lot going on in this show quite yet. So,
Yeah, I agree with you.
with Casper Morrow, Casper and his friends all wake up in the ditch to find that their teacher, Mr. Edwards, has died overnight. The bully, Monty, once again blames Casper for the accident, telling everyone that Casper stood by while his deadbeat father threw Casper's mother down some stairs, paralyzing her. Casper, fed up with Monty's bullying, starts climbing the rock wall to get out of the insanely deep ditch they're stuck in. Casper's bravery inspires other kids to follow, and before you know it, all the kids have climbed out of the ditch.
Nobody fell.
Yeah, nobody
It's
fell.
a miracle.
That's crazy.
So topside, they discovered that the debris that fell from the sky were the remains of a Russian satellite, and the accident actually wasn't Casper's fault at all. However, Casper recognizes some of the Russian lettering on the satellite's debris from a drawing that he made in his notebook, meaning that it could be that Casper has some type of connection to the aliens that destroyed the satellite. Monty tries to get everyone to wait by the ditch for help to arrive, but Casper wants to walk to the next town. When Monty tries to bully Casper this time, Casper stands up to him and begins leading his friends away, successfully wresting control of the group from Monty, with the kids saying, "The king is dead, long live the king," hence the title of the episode.
The ditch.
It's a quarry.
What?
It's not a quarry.
It's
Listen,
clearly
man,
man-made.
I work in a mine. There is ways out.
Yes.
I go all the way down
Always.
a big spiral road.
Yeah,
These kids like
this is a sinkhole. It's a
Yeah.
crater.
The rocks are terraced. You can see when they look at the cliff that there's a cliff,
Well, they probably
a road, and another cliff in the top.
those are catch benches, right?
Yeah,
So that's fine. But where's the road getting out of the rock quarry?
I guess it's not supposed to be there, but
Okay.
they should have picked a better place to film the show.
Or they could have established that maybe like the road got avalanched over when the meteors hit or something.
That sometimes happens.
They didn't set it up. It's just this big hole in the ground that these
Yeah.
kids are stuck in.
And okay, so we
With
talked
a really flat base,
the premise of
It's really
this,
neat how
the
it's-
whole idea that this bus fell into this freaking
they'd all be dead.
pit of despair.
Don't even try to escape.
There you go. It was just ridiculous that they're not dead already. And then when Casper started climbing out, I was like, yeah, this is going to be like Dark Knight Rises. He's going
Yeah.
to climb out and he's going to be the only one who can do it. And
And he's
whatever.
going to have a dramatic fall and catch himself. and
Yeah,
then get
something.
up
Yeah,
and-
nope.
Yeah, even the fat kids with no upper body strength
know,
were
right?
able to climb out of this thing okay.
It's like, why did you do that like 2 days ago?
I think it's been well established that Apple's not going to kill the kids.
It's only been one day.
Is it okay?
I mean, they didn't even eat all their bags of chips yet and get desperate enough
Fair
to
enough.
climb out.
Fair enough. But why didn't they try to climb out day one?
and Monty was like sneaking some chips behind
I know,
his
that
bags.
fat bastard.
That makes no
chips.
sense to me because Monty was like, we're going to stay and wait for help. But then he's the one that put out the fire so that if help came by, they wouldn't see them down there.
Yeah,
I don't get that.
his motivation of like, I think he just wants power. He just wants to be like the leader.
Maybe he's just an asshole.
He's just
He's just an asshole.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's weird. But yeah, then all freaking 10 kids or whatever start climbing out. And I was like, oh, one of them's going to fall and it's going to like build
Yeah.
it's going to build the tension.
One
No.
of them has to fall and like break his leg or something.
Something. Yeah, you don't have to kill him.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know how much upper body strength it takes for you to like climb out of a sheer wall, like straight up?
I mean,
can't-
I've
I
done
can't
it
do
a
it.
couple of times.
I can't do it.
I used to rock climb. It takes a lot of strength.
Oh, I was joking. I don't know.
Oh. You guys want to go rock climbing?
I've never climbed a wall.
No.
There's an indoor rock gym like
I'll
right down the
go,
street.
I'll go watch you climb a rock.
I have pom-poms. Yay, Alex!
Go,
He's
man,
our
go.
man.
There's a little bell at the top you can hit.
You
It's kinda
climb.
cool.
Kadish and I are going to go down to the Pinball Hall of Fame and have some fun.
Is
And
there
we'll
a
come
bar
back-
next door?
And we'll go back next to you.
I mean, I guess if William Shatner can do it, I could do it. So
Well, you need rocket boots.
Oh, do we need to talk about
Star Trek 5 people.
Oh, hey. I'm going to climb El Capitan without any ropes. Free climb that thing when I'm 60 and,
Oh my god.
and I'm 40 pounds overweight. Get the
Well,
fuck outta here.
that just makes what the kids did all the more believable.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
who saves him? Is it Spock or is it Bones?
Spock.
It's Spock. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
Spock you.
You'll Spock me?
Yeah,
Cool.
I'll Spock you.
There you go. The other thing that really pissed me off about this section was when the kid Casper finally gets up to the top. It's all dramatic, and he climbs up and he stands up, and the camera's right on his face, and he's like, oh. And I was like, oh, what are they going to see? Aliens! We're getting aliens! Nope. Cut to the next scene. Completely unrelated, boring ass freaking storyline,
Yeah.
and then we have to wait another 40 minutes before we get to
Oh, they're building all that suspense.
no, but.
Yeah, when the accident first happened, I thought that the stuff coming in from the atmosphere were aliens because the very opening shot of the series was an alien
Was the sneeze
falling from the
alien.
sky,
Yeah.
the sneeze alien coming into the desert.
The sneeze alien.
Yeah, and I thought that there were just a bunch of them that impacted. No, it's just a Russian satellite that they destroyed.
Yeah, and then the climax to that buildup was they turn the camera around and it's just like a crashed satellite, and I'm like,
Oh, but you know,
been-
the name of the satellite is the same as he wrote down on his little stupid notebook.
don't
Well,
care.
I
Don't
don't
you think
care.
that's probably what crashed into the Japanese?
Well, also he was having a seizure at the same time that the satellite was being destroyed, which means that his seizures might be connected to the aliens.
They have
Whatever.
to connect all
That's
of
a
these storylines.
Terrible superpower to have. When the aliens show up, you start having a seizure.
Yeah, I don't want super powered seizures. That sounds terrible.
But at least they didn't string out like his being a wimpy weakling for like the entire series. You know, like by episode
Oh, yeah.
4.
I mean,
like,
I
he
wish
stood up
I
to the
wish
bully.
when he confronted
Punched him
Monty,
in the face.
he should have punched him right in the face.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially if we're talking trash about
bloodied
his
his
mom.
nose
Yeah.
or something.
paralyzed him.
I don't think Casper's that type of character. But I liked how like through. Like,
I think the girl should have punched Monty
yeah.
for
Oh, yeah.
Casper.
someone should have punched him.
Yeah,
But I like how Casper's kind of like taking the high road and he's leading by example, and people kind of gravitated towards that. I thought that was good.
I would have punched him, but that's me.
It's still boring though.
Still boring.
yeah.
Is that everything for Casper?
That is everything for Casper. Yes.
All right, let's move on.
All right. So our next storyline is Anisha Malik. So at the no-tell motel they're staying at, Anisha sees her piece of shit husband looking at his phone instead of sleeping. Piece of shit seems overly emotional about something, and the first chance Anisha gets, she checks piece of shit's phone and discovers that he got his mistress pregnant. How bad is this guy at hiding
Oh
stuff?
my God, he's the fucking worst. I hate this guy so bad. And the only reason I can assume and hope and pray that he's still in this show is that when it comes time for him to die, it's going to feel good to me.
I mean, like, he leaves his find a phone thing on his iPad that his kids can apparently access.
You know what? I have a friend who caught her husband that way too.
But then, like, he just leaves his unlocked phone in the car when he goes to talk. And I mean, like, everything this guy does is stupid.
I mean, the secret's out, right? She already knows he's cheating.
Yeah.
So why he wouldn't just fess up and be like, look,
I mean,
I'm moving on. I don't know.
It's one thing to cheat. It's another thing to get your mistress pregnant and then abandon your current children for the new one.
Yeah.
And he's so emotional over this baby. But he has existing children that he also made.
That he does not give a shit about.
Infuriating.
Yeah.
I know, like, the opening scene when we first meet Piece of Shit is that, like, he's playing with his kids in bed, and it looks like he's a family man.
He's
It looks
such
like
a nice guy.
he cares about his kids.
I knew immediately.
Nobody plays with their kids like
This
that.
is too perfect.
All right, so before they leave, Luke reveals to his sister Sarah that he found a mysterious piece of metal, which is probably alien and probably why he doesn't get nosebleeds and can hear the invaders saying, Wajo.
Wajo.
The Maliks hit the road, and as they're driving, Anisha confronts Piece of Shit about his cheating while their son, Luke, keeps asking them to pull over so he can go to the bathroom. Did this drive anyone else crazy?
Well, I mean, it's literally happened to me all the time.
Yeah, this
I gotta
happens.
I gotta pee.
I gotta pee, Dad.
gotta
Can you wait
pee.
till we get home? No. All right.
Yeah, I remember the time my son started crying because he had to poop really bad. We had to go to a gas station.
No,
were
this is
like,
real.
You really don't.
We were literally like 2 minutes away from where we were supposed to go. And he was like, I can't hold it. We had to go to a gas station so we could poop.
Well, pooping's one thing. Peeing's another. Like, if a kid in the back seat really has to go and you don't have, like, a bottle or something for him to go in,
Open the window.
You pull over and you let him go to the bathroom. Otherwise, he's going to pee in the car.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a boy, right?
Yeah.
You just stand up and go pee.
Yeah.
You could literally stand on the seat. It's not safe, but you could have him stand on the seat, pop it out the window, and still keep an even pace.
Spray the car behind him.
It's fine. Did you notice there were no other cars on
Yes.
the roads trying to escape this town? That
Yeah.
was very unbelievable
I did
for
that
me.
in my 20s. I don't
Peed
know.
out the side of the
Peed
door
outside
in
of
your
the window.
20s.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell I did it. Almost was like sideways. I was really drunk. I was really drunk.
I've puked
I
out
gotta-
my
I gotta
window a couple
pee.
of times like that.
That was a mistake. I was in the front seat and I puked and I was like, oh man, I'm sorry, dude. I got to get you a car wash. It's just all over the place.
We've all been there before, I guess.
That's terrible.
But the fact that the parents were so, like, kind of sucked into their drama that they were going to let their little kid in the back piss himself drove me freaking crazy.
Yeah.
Just that whole storyline just needs edited out.
Yeah, like they're focusing so hard on the storyline, but it's the least interesting one
Yeah.
to me.
I
100%.
completely agree.
Yeah. So after pulling over, Anisha and Piece of Shit continue their relationship drama until they discover Luke has mysteriously disappeared. They begin searching the wooded area where Luke went to the bathroom, but there's no sign of him anywhere. They venture deeper into the woods to find Luke, eventually coming across...
Just leave it in.
She's allergic to the storyline.
Aliens make me sneeze. What can I say?
She's an alien. She sneezed.
I can't hold it in. We gotta pull over. Please continue.
All right, so they venture deeper into the woods to find Luke, eventually coming across a remote house where a man and a woman found Luke. There's a curfew in place, so the couple invite the Maliks to stay for the night. Luke confesses to Anisha that he ran away because he wanted to freeze time so everything would stay as it was and nothing would get any worse.
Anybody getting a creepy vibe off of this cabin people couple?
Totally.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a sec. Anisha realizes how her relationship drama with Piece of Shit has been affecting the kids, and it looks like she's going to start listening again when her kids tell her they have to go to the bathroom. So, when did Luke become a ninja?
He just disappeared. Look,
I'm
man.
out of here, man. I'm running away.
And it's
I was really annoyed about how they gave us this scene.
How so?
It's because they made it seem like he just disappeared.
They made it seem like he was abducted.
Yeah, I thought for sure he had been abducted.
Yeah, it's like, oh, alien movie, or it's an alien show. The aliens just zapped him.
There is not enough aliens in this alien show.
No, there's no aliens.
We're freaking halfway through this goddamn season, and they're not anything.
Oh, that gets me excited that we're halfway through already.
I know, right?
We're not halfway through.
This is episode 4. I'm sorry.
This is the only time I've been excited about the short series format on streaming shows.
Yeah.
You know,
Usually you're mad that there's not like 20 episodes.
I know, right?
And now you're like,
man, I wish this one was only 6 episodes.
get this shit over with real quick.
How stupid is it? He's like 7, 8 years old. He's got these little legs, and he can just completely disappear into the woods before like the parents see him. And he was wearing a bright yellow jacket too.
And
Okay, to be fair, my child has a bright orange jacket, and I dropped him off for school this morning. And you have to pull up to the thing, and then they get out on the sidewalk, and then they walk up and they go in the fence. And normally I roll down my window, my passenger window, and we go, okay, bye, have a good day. The whole time he's walking up. But there was some asshole in a Maserati that kept cutting me off. So I was trying to get out. And then by the time I got up, I was like, my kid's fucking gone.
Yeah.
So it can happen.
I mean, in the wilderness, in a bunch of gray trees, like he would have stood out. Like
them are nature colors. He blended right in.
There was no way he could have gotten far enough away from them in time for them not to see him.
yeah, it was a little, There was a part where I thought that they were going to leave the daughter in the car because they both ran into the woods, and I was like, their daughter's in the car, dude.
Yeah.
And
now
then,
somebody's gonna take her.
The one smart thing piece of shit did was
just turn around and go get his daughter. And I was like, oh my god.
But right before Luke disappeared, Anisha was finally like, you can walk. We're not taking you.
She was about to kick him out, and I was like, here for it.
Finally.
But at the same time, I was totally like, I bet something just happened to that kid.
Yeah. Call your mistress, have her pick you up. You know?
It's like, I can't. I tried.
So let's talk about the creepy cabin people.
Yeah.
They're just friendly
Friendly
country folk.
We're just a friendly old couple.
They're upstate New Yorkers.
You
didn't get a creepy vibe from
I
them?
didn't get a creepy vibe off of them.
No?
I know I didn't. I know you guys did, but I really didn't.
He was a little too friendly.
Yeah.
Getting them into the house. Oh,
Like,
come on in and have dinner with us.
I got a very like Tucker and Dale. Like these guys are up to no good. Hillbilly vibe.
Okay.
I'm just comparing them to how the rest of this show is set up, and
You know what?
it's nothing. It's nothing.
He might be right. It might be completely benign. It's just be
fair.
like some random couple. They'll have a nice dinner next episode and take 45 minutes.
But you want a New York or a tri-tip?
My wife got bratwurst over here. You want some of that?
I'm gonna go
Don't
fire
want
up
the
the
sausage. It's probably people.
Why are New Yorkers talking like Texan?
I don't know.
because they moved there from Austin or something. I'm gonna go fire up the grill. You want some Texas
There's just be
potatoes?
a full episode of them just grilling.
Yeah. Well, no one.
Sorry, Kadish. I'll fix it. Yo, you want some sausage or what?
That's gonna be the spin-off show from this. The people in the cabin.
Yeah. Just fighting off aliens with an unloaded shotgun.
They work for this underground corporation where they're trying to keep the ancient ones asleep.
It's like the
by
freaking
sacrificing a couple
there's
of
like
kids.
an underground complex underneath their cabin.
Yeah,
I'm
this
in.
whole show is Cabin in the Woods, and somebody picked like the alien invasion thing. Yeah,
So it's like, hey, you hear about all those terrorist attacks? That's crazy, right?
It's ridiculous.
The whole world's coming unglued.
there's somebody in the underground corporation thing just pissed that there's no merman.
But you know what? That's the thing about this show that's annoying is we're getting all of these stupid soap opera drama storylines, right? But yet the alien part is just these little bitty snippets that they're kind of dropping in. Like there's a news segment. Oh, Bangladesh has been obliterated and Moscow is blocked out. And for some reason, nobody can talk to anybody in the United States of America and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, come on.
It's like,
give us some alien stuff, man.
I mean, come on.
it's the worst part of that new Godzilla movie where like everything happened just off camera.
Yeah.
Remember people were pissed about that?
It's like, show me fucking
I want to see
Godzilla.
Godzilla. Yeah. That's what happening in this show, but like 100 times worse.
And then the one time we do get an alien, it's like some giant, it's just like some stupid snot
Starfish.
alien.
It's a little starfish
It's Starro from
Yeah.
from
fucking
Suicide Squad. And it just sneezes on people.
Oh, it's so cute. Gesundheit.
I feel like Apple was like, here's $10 million, make it last. You know?
Like, come on.
I mean, it's not even like the only storyline that I found like we talked about how Foundation is like just freaking gorgeous, like on another level.
Yeah, next level show.
It's beautiful. This is so dull, and like the lighting is down, and they got that like weird blue filter over everything. It's just so.
And
I think it's supposed to be depressing.
You know what?
It is depressing.
You know what I'm really pissed off about right now?
What?
Is they marketed this whole fucking show with Sam Neill.
Yes. Yes.
Sam Neill. He's in the first 30 minutes.
I know.
And that's it. That's all we get.
I was like, give it one more episode. He's gonna come back. He's gonna come back. And then this whole episode, we didn't get a single thing from Oklahoma. Nothing. Completely dropped.
Well, Oklahoma
Since the
Earth,
first-
though, right?
Oklahoma Earth, yeah.
Yeah, Earth. Yeah. We didn't get anything. We haven't had him since the first episode.
Nope.
Nothing.
I know.
That was their entire
And we
marketing
still don't
campaign.
know what happened to those meth heads.
Hey, man.
Right?
Oh yeah. Well, they don't matter anymore. It doesn't matter. You know. The crackhead.
We'll get a news snippet. Oklahoma's been destroyed.
Yeah.
What was that first episode for?
What was that storyline even about? I mean,
It's like-
It was his last day, and then
Hey,
he
guys,
dies.
We got Sam Neill from Jurassic Park, and all these fucking people.
Yeah.
We don't have nothing to do with.
Sam Neill
Yeah,
dies
it's just-
first, and then everyone else in Oklahoma dies. And that's the show.
He's completely Bruce Willis. This thing.
well, it's
what
funny
he's done.
because, like, if you think about the very first character we saw, which was that Arab guy in Yemen, it'd be like if they cast, like, I don't know, Antonio Banderas in that role, and it's just like we've never seen him again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such stunt casting. It's terrible.
It's
I had
brutal.
I had
It's
hope.
horrible.
I had hope that he would come back, but now
I
it's.
still hope
it's
that
dwindling.
he's a pod person.
I don't even know if that's what they're going with.
We'll see him in the last 30 seconds of the.
Yeah,
eighth
cool.
He just-
Stay tuned for
he-
season 2.
Yeah, he just wakes up and then the season ends.
Oh, damn it! I freaking hate this show. They did that.
I'm not watching season 2 of this.
No,
I'm not.
No, you know what we're gonna do? I'll watch it the whole season, and then I'll let you guys
Yeah.
know if it's worth reviewing because I'm not getting hoodwinked again. Go ahead, Kate. What happens
All
next?
right, so our next storyline is with Trevante Cole. Trevante is still following his desert friend and gets pissed off when he realizes he's been following around the man who saved his life for 2 days looking for goats instead of his squad mates. Luckily, the tracker Trevante has begins working, giving him a possible location of one of his men.
I hate this storyline, and I don't care.
Is that
Please
everything?
continue.
Yeah, thanks. Let me finish. Trevante follows the tracker to a nearby town and finds the signal coming from a local hospital. Trevante makes his way into the basement and finds his buddy Chavez down there, badly injured, but being attended to by a nurse who's hidden him away. Before Trevante can get Chavez out of the hospital, members of the Taliban show up and Trevante has to fight them off. Luckily, there's an alien nearby who also likes to fight the Taliban because, as we all know, aliens hate terrorists. Trevante gets Chavez to a Taliban truck, but discovers his buddy has died from his injuries. An angry Trevante drives away, leaving the hospital and the aliens in his rear view.
Okay, all I can think of is the Trevante army and C. And I think this guy is an asshole, and I can't root for him.
Really?
Yeah.
This is the only guy that I find somewhat interesting.
I don't.
Really?
Yeah, because he was like, he's on a mission to go find his friend. He goes into this freaking derelict hospital, and he's got it. You know, it's, I don't know. Maybe it's because it's military and it's a little bit cooler to me.
Here's what I saw during this whole thing. I saw that the Taliban people are stormtroopers and they can't hit shit with their guns.
That is a fact.
And Trevante, is that his? I don't even know the fucking guy's name.
Trevante.
He's a dead shot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can't miss, man.
He was getting
even when he's got somebody on his back.
Yeah.
Shooting a machine gun with one hand. You can't shoot machine guns like that, man.
He's an asshole
it's
to
just-
everyone.
And for the first time in any Apple show, really, I've noticed the really shitty CGI muzzle flashes and stuff.
I noticed those too, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, like he's actually not firing the
He's
gun.
not
Well, there's no
Firing the
recoil at all.
None.
None.
That's how
And it
strong
just-
he is.
It just
They
it took me
they
out
blew
of
their
that.
effects budget not on aliens, but
Yeah.
on fake muzzle flashes.
Is that why they're using Starro?
Yeah.
It's
It's
ridiculous.
stock footage of aliens.
Yeah. Well, they just like stole scenes from freaking.
And I felt like they were filming this. It's outside Bakersfield. It doesn't look like Afghanistan.
Well, also, I want to know, how did Chavez get to that hospital? Because like he was in way worse shape than Trevante was.
Yeah.
Somebody found him.
And like the only person that's taking care of him, he immediately goes and threatens with a gun.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "You're coming with me." And he's just like fucking manhandling everyone.
This poor nurse who's trying to help his friend.
He's just a complete asshole. And no wonder his girlfriend hates him.
And he starts like yelling at like the guy who saved his life. He's like, I've been following you around for 2 days.
He's just a dick, and I hate him.
I mean, I would be a little pissed too if after like 2 days it'd be a bunch of ghosts. He's like, "Oh look, I found my goats." Like, fuck, dude.
Well, I mean, he's lost in the fucking desert too. Be happy for him. The only people that matter to Trevante are the only people that matter to Trevante.
I don't know. He was trying to find his buddies. Okay, and then the scene where we get the millisecond of an alien like killing somebody, and then we just turn the camera away from it, and I'm like, "God damn it, it's right there." Like,
I think we're gonna have a full season of that.
The cool shit is right around the corner. Just point the
They
camera that way.
They keep just fucking with us, man.
Because at least like we know that the aliens aren't just the sneeze ships that come down and like blow people away. Now there's actual like on the ground troops who are like taking people out one by
I
one.
hope and pray that is the legit name for those ships.
Sneeze ships.
Well, they are for us.
Go for sneeze ships.
Well, what's interesting is that the actual aliens seem attracted to hot, like sandy climates. We haven't seen any in like, upstate New York or like places that are like cooler. So,
if they
I
pull,
made you the sausage out of the aliens.
dude,
You want
if
to try
they,
it?
if
you want some of this alien sausage? I hear it's pretty good.
I have me some beef jerky over here.
Yeah, come on in, you guys. My gun's not even loaded. Come on in.
It's just to scare people.
I just do this to look scary.
Joe
Come on
Biden
in,
said I
you
only
guys.
have to have that shotgun
I'm
to
gonna
scare
set up
people
the
away.
guest room for you. You want sausages? I got sausages. We're gonna smoke them tomorrow.
So stupid. The show, man. I was gonna say
Alien
something.
sausage is kind of gamey.
Yeah. It tastes a little weird. Gotta add some extra salt to it.
It's a little weird.
It's a little snotty.
It's a little weird.
Tastes like a sneeze. You're gonna love it.
Get some onions with that shit.
Oh my god.
Sausage and onions. It's good. It's a mustard.
Mustard.
Yeah, I like a little mustard on my alien sausage.
Little
You like a
mustard
little
on my
mustard?
sausage. Yeah.
You like the Dijon or the honey? What do you like?
I like the Dijon.
Okay.
The stone ground.
That's some wicked good alien liver.
Wicked good, man. Wicked good. Yo.
You know what would go good with this alien sausage? A little wine cooler.
Ooh, a wine cooler would be nice. Like maybe a silver bullet.
Yeah. Gotta just have a brewski to go with
I'm gonna
it.
go down to the harbor to get a packy.
Fucking A, man.
Just give me a beer.
Let's pair it with some lobster.
Yeah, you got some of that Sam Adams? Bring it over here.
Oh, you got that Sam Adams seasonal? Oh, that's gonna be nice.
The
That's
Oktoberfest?
nice. Yeah.
Oktoberfest is the bomb.
What I really want to do.
All of a sudden, Mark Wahlberg starts in the show. We went from upstate New York to Boston. It's like,
Hey, Pa, what are you doing down there? I'm recording the show on the hopper.
I'm smoking this goddamn alien sausage.
You're gonna eat the sausage and watching the show on the hopper.
We got one of these fuckers down here right now.
hey, do you see those aliens? What's up with that?
Oh, fuck them.
Fucking aliens. You don't show no fucking aliens over here.
I said to the alien, I says, say hello to your motherfucker.
Punched it in the face.
I could have been at a barbecue.
Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to.
See, that's why they're not giving us aliens, because we're assholes.
I need a.
They're like, you people don't deserve aliens.
I know, right?
You're going to watch this boring shit, and you're going to chew it up and swallow it.
No New Yorkers did it.
You know what? Now I want to go down to Wahlbergs and get a beer. Get on the strip, go to Wahlbergs.
We just made up a way cooler show
We did.
with a bunch of New Yorkers in their basement smoking alien
Somehow,
We got to make this. We got to make
They
it.
morphed into
somehow
New Englanders.
Yeah, New Yorkers turned into Boston people.
Because when the aliens body snatch them, the aliens have the Boston accent, and that's how you know.
Say, oh, it's a fake fucking accent.
Hey, babe, if you get body snatched, can you get a better body?
Can I get a little lift over there?
A little Irish curse.
Came from across the galaxy. You can't lift the tits up a little bit. Come on.
You know I'm not me if my tits go out here.
I've got better aliens in the back of my Crown Vic.
Working with 80s tits over here. They're just pointing in all different directions.
You get one alien tit, one normal one. Best I could do for you. Take it or leave it.
That's kind of weird.
That's wicked strange, right?
It's wicked weird.
It's very weird.
I don't get it.
Yeah. That was fun.
So Trevante.
Yeah, I mean that was the whole thing.
The booze is kicking in.
Trevante drove off into the sunset, and he's the only one who's seen one of these like big alien snot beasts. So
Let's move on to Yamada-san.
yeah. So the next one is Mitsuki Yamamoto. Mitsuki is getting dressed down by her superiors at JASA for her stunt in finding out what killed her lesbian lover, Hinata. When her work husband refuses to back her up, she's suspended and kicked out of the building, but not before pocketing a flash drive that she recorded the footage of the accident on. Mitsuki goes to her lover's childhood home and convinces Hinata's estranged father to let her in. Ikuro Murai was a radio technician for JASA before becoming a curmudgeonly old man, and he's very emotional about the death of his famous daughter. Ikuro eventually figures out that Mitsuki was his daughter's girlfriend, and Mitsuki confronts Ikuro about not accepting that his daughter was gay. But in a big plot twist, it turns out that Ikuro and Hinata's falling out was because Ikuro wanted her to come out of the closet and live life as an open and proud lesbian, but Hinata was too ashamed to do so and wanted to continue living a lie. Once Mitsuki realizes the old man isn't a bigot like her mother, they become total BFFs. Mitsuki then plays the recording of the accident for Ikuro, who has a totally sweet sound system by which to listen to it. And once the alien frequency is broadcast, they notice that the sand in the pots of Ikuro's bonsai trees is affected by it. And Ikuro suggests they go back to JASA and show them what they've discovered.
Akiro is very progressive.
Can we skip the whole like discussion
For what?
between those two?
It's completely benign.
It doesn't matter.
no
It has
sense.
nothing to do with what's happening.
This is the problem with this show.
I
is
liked it.
What?
I did. I liked that he accepted his daughter.
Oh yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but they took 45 minutes to tell you that.
That is a fact.
I just don't understand what this stuff has to
Doesn't
do
have
with an
anything.
alien
It
invasion movie
doesn't.
show.
It doesn't.
It really
I mean,
doesn't.
the sand thing is cool. We see what sound does to sand. It makes cool shapes.
I feel like I'm watching Days of Our Lives.
I was just
In Japanese.
like, what are they? What are they gonna
And I'm pissed,
Smoke 'em
and I'm
up.
pissed, and I'm pissed off I have to read it.
do? Yeah, definitely have to read it.
Oh, lesbian son. Very good.
I just didn't care about any of this stuff.
I mean, she is hot.
Oh, of course, yeah, it's all fine
mean,
and dandy.
Well,
but
thank God for
I
that.
know. She's a hot lesbian. She's a lipstick lesbian for sure. Very cool.
I thought this whole thing was really boring.
I wonder if she's got any like hot photos out there.
I don't know.
What's her
Well,
name?
she is an actress.
What's her name? I'm gonna look her up.
Jassa.
Naked.
You're such a weirdo, dude.
I love the internet.
All right. Anyway, the only thing I cared about was like when they turn the sound on, it says "watch out," and then like the sand like changes shape. Like, are they gonna take it to JASA and like have like a big pot of sand? And they're
And
gonna,
the whole next episode is just going to be sand.
yeah, it's just gonna be them. Like, are they gonna read like hieroglyphics in the sand? Like, what is that?
Maybe that's how they're going to tie this one to Trevante's storyline because the aliens are making patterns in his sand.
Trevante sand.
I have seen this stuff on like Science Channel specials and
Yeah.
stuff where like different noise frequencies
Yes.
make different
That is a fact.
Different patterns.
in the
It's
sand.
really
It's-
cool.
It's kind of cool stuff.
Very cool.
It's cooler than this.
Yeah.
Yes.
What does Wajo mean?
I don't know.
They haven't even like
It's-
watched
it's-
it.
Alien.
It means Wajo, you watching this show for.
It's probably an acronym for what asshole just
We need to make a drink called Wajo juice.
on it.
Wajo.
That's going to help us get through this. That's
Yeah.
an excellent idea, sir.
Wajo hooch.
Wajo hooch.
Yes.
That's it. That's what we're gonna have to
It's
drink
gonna
every
be
time
like
we watch the
plum
show.
wine and vodka.
Get me some lobster with some Wajo hooch.
We're gonna have to tie something from every storyline. We're gonna have like some Guinness, some sake,
Ooh, God.
some curry.
I don't think you're supposed to mix all
I brewed
those.
it in my bathtub. It tastes real good.
Yeah, we're gonna put some sand in it.
No, thank
You
you.
gotta eat it with a spoon, but it'll get you fucked up.
I put it in some barbecue that people farted on.
Wajo.
Sneezed on.
This is my Wajo sausage. You wanna try it?
Yo, you got any of that Wajo sauce over there?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have anything else to say about
I don't
this.
either.
I'm so
It's
bored.
It's a boring show.
It's so dull.
I don't know why, but I'm still intrigued. Because it has to go somewhere. And
It does
everything
it?
that I've heard and read about it is that it does. And I'm either getting gaslit and I'm along for the ride, or it's going to go somewhere that's going to be awesome. And I just really want to believe that it's going to get awesome.
Well, our next episode is the midway point of the season.
It's 10 episodes?
It's 10 episodes.
Oh, Christ.
So something better happen next episode to make this show interesting.
We're all going to put fists in TVs.
Or we're going to be talking about a lot of Boston accents in future
That's
recaps.
fine.
We just do
That's
that
way
for
more
30
fun.
minutes. Yeah.
All right,
that's
so we
fine.
got one more storyline to finish.
Do we?
We do?
Jim Bell Tyson, he's still dead.
Sam Neill's not
Oh
back
my
yet.
God. Thank Christ you told us.
Oh,
Seriously, the stunt casting of Sam Neill to be in like one episode.
I swear to
Ridiculous.
God, dude, if they don't bring him back at all.
They
He's
set up.
on the advertisements for everything
Yeah,
with this show.
The poster for this show is Sam Neill in the crop circle.
Yeah. It's terrible. I don't even
He's
know
like,
what to say.
guys, I can only work for a day. I got to go do this movie about dinosaurs.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm doing Jurassic World.
Here's what I'm hoping. Like the next, what do we have? 6 episodes left?
Yeah.
The next 6 episodes, they've dropped every single storyline except for Sam Neill. And it's just him on a spaceship being like, how do I get out of here?
Die Hard on a spaceship all of a sudden.
Die Hard on
starring
a
Sam
spaceship,
Neill.
yeah.
What's going
Yeah.
to be really funny is by the time episode like 9 pops around, we're going to love this show because it's going to be awesome.
You think so?
Or
Wouldn't that be
it's going to be
wild?
so bad that we love making fun of it.
Yeah.
That is probably what's going
just
to
do it.
happen.
It's one of those two things.
Yeah.
It's like, this show's fucking awesome.
This show's
Or,
hilarious.
I
my
can't
God.
wait until season 2 so we can make fun of it more.
I didn't realize it was a comedy.
We've been going about this all wrong.
And then they bring in Jonathan Tropper for season 2.
And
Oh my
everything gets
God.
better.
My head just exploded.
The show's instantly amazing. We're just like, what happened? We like the shitty first season.
Yeah, you're going to be pissed off. We're all going to be appreciative that it's better.
Chopper comes back. He's like, fuck, Apple got me again.
I just kept adding zeros to the end of that check, man.
Jason Momoa's plays the alien.
Yeah,
This
Sam-
one will get John Cena.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Oh,
Sam,
JCVD.
yeah.
Yeah.
oh, you could totally fit JCVD. Like, here's the alien invasion storyline
In France.
from Belgium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The muscles from Brussels. All right. That's it, guys.
JCVD just plays the starfish. He's just walking around in a starfish costume.
That's it for our review today. Let us know in the comments below if you're actually watching this show. Let us know what you think of it. If we're completely wrong, if it's a fascinating, brilliant show with lots of puzzles.
Then fuck you. Also, let us know in the comments what part you want JCVD to play.
If you like this show, you're a moron.
And if you're from the East Coast, we apologize in advance for the further destruction of your accent.
I wonder if people on the East Coast like make fun of our non-accents.
I don't know. I mean, I'm from New England, but I'm terrible
You
at doing
don't talk like
I
it.
don't know.
I have an ex. I almost said boyfriend. I have a boyfriend. I have an ex-boyfriend from New Jersey, and every time I do that accent, I channel him. So I should. Hi, Tommy. How you doing?
How you doing?
He's Italian, though. He's Italian.
Yeah. How's your wife and kids? You doing good? All
Say hello to
right.
your mother for me.
God, an Italian Bostonite. That would be awesome. That would be
sure
a great
they're out
accent.
All right.
Just get Mark Wahlberg to star in this show.
That's what
That
it needs.
would-
I think
This
that's what
show
it needs.
needs a Wahlberg. You're
Yeah.
correct.
His confused furrowed brow the whole time. Fuck.
He spends like an entire episode just talking to a tree.
Get Mark Wahlberg to play every storyline in the show.
He's somebody in every storyline, but a different character.
Oh, it's all
in each
pod people.
storyline.
He's the alien, but he has this one body, and he's just all over the world.
I love it. We fixed it.
We fixed it.
That's it. That's great.
Then Donnie just shows up in the background for like one shot. He's like, hey guys.
There's a Wahlburger in the back.
Then his other brother, you want a hamburger?
Hey,
Yeah.
fuck you. Vader, where can they find you on the socials?
Over there, we're doing that. You can find me at MattVader74 on the socials.
Okay.
All of them.
All right.
Yeah.
And Jude, where can they find you at?
You can find me at I am Jude Juju on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And you can also find me at thevoiceofjude.com.
All right. Matthew Kadish.
You can find me at Matthew Kadish, Kadish on Twitter. Kadishbooks.com takes you to my Amazon page. And be sure to check out our Facebook group. Just look for the Salty Nerd Facebook group on Facebook. It'll take you right there. And say hi to your mother for me.
Yeah. And stop coming to my website and asking me to buy your products. It's weird.
Especially if they're a penile enhancement project.
I get a lot of those.
What are they trying to say?
After the show, I need their address.
All right, guys. I'm your host, Alex, the Salty Nerd. You can catch me on our Discord app. Go to saltynerddiscord.com where we have a chat room dedicated to this show.
We do?
Not a lot going on over there.
I didn't realize.
A lot of our patrons were like, I'm not watching that shit.
It's going to turn into a Donnie Wahlberg appreciation for him.
Yeah. Everyone in there's just like Mark Wahlberg. It's just like pictures of him.
Donnie Wahlberg, Marky Mark memes.
Make it happen, guys.
Send us your Wahlberg memes and gifts.
That's all Invasion's good for anymore.
The show. He's not even nothing to do with the show.
We're gonna get him on it.
We're gonna be making Invasion posters with Mark Wahlberg's face on them.
Yeah. Season 2 is gonna be all about the Wahlberg.
Instead of Sam Neill, it's just
That's so good. What the fuck is wrong with us? That's
Still
terrible.
Sam Neill's character, but when he woke up, he's Mark Wahlberg.
Yes.
So awful.
He's like, these aliens are a very funky bunch.
Come on.
Stay salty, my friend.
Feel it.
Stay salty, guys. We'll catch you next week.
Feel the vibration.